Hey guys, my name is Nexus, and this is the Airship made September 14th, 2001. Right now, since this is part of the first COMEG contest, the 64 Cube contest, names and scores are being withheld until the end. So, with that in mind, let's move on with the mission. Okay guys, here's normal, hard, and expert. So, as you can see, we start in a box on an airship. Instead of being a regular ship, it's an airship. That was a spooky noise in this corner. Hang on. Yeah, it's an engine, but it cuts off kind of abruptly, and that's a little bit unfortunate. So, being part of the 64 Cube contest, this one was a little more interesting than the very first contest, the trial contest, which I've covered. This contest had all of the entries withheld until the actual date of the contest, which is probably a lot better than just having them all release whenever they felt like it. Alright, so I am trying to be a little bit careful here. Not especially so, I'm not usually quite too careful, but the sound will carry throughout the entirety of this mission because this is a very small map. So they're in their flight suits, and I say that with air quotes because they're just diving suits. Alright, got my blackjack. And this one doesn't open because I don't have the key? Okay. Now, one thing I do like about this mission is this hallway here.
If someone is there, then show thyself.
Because it's sideways-ish. It's 45 degrees, but you know what I mean. That's a book that doesn't work. Alrighty. You know, sometimes I wonder if maybe the books actually do work, but there's something wrong with my installation. I'd really appreciate it. This is what's making that noise. I would really appreciate it sometimes if people would mention that if it comes up. But don't worry about it, I'm not requiring that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Trying to get past. Alright, water arrows, which I'm not going to use. Alright, we'll have to come back here. Not even gonna try and knock those guys out. There's gotta be a way to turn that off.
For Karis' sake, is there someone there?
Perfect. I am going to use these.
Quiet once more. There.
Alright. Let's get on with it. I actually didn't remember that there were the gas
Who's there?
lanterns here.
What noise dost make? Quiet once more. Builder be praised.
Alright, so we are on an airship.
What dragon?
That's the cloud layer.
It's about.
Somebody's walking on a carpet. I'll give you a spoiler. He's up there. he's up there in the balloon. So despite being an airship, it's not filled with hydrogen or helium. It's just air. They're probably using some sort of
It was a noise I heard.
I don't know, maybe extracting the gas from the gas crystals. You're up and about, so this is gonna be a problem.
Who treads there?
It's not like I really need the arrows for anything else. But at least I can do that. I can't read any of these, can I? Nope. Sure can't. Alright. I'll wait to go up there then. I could have sworn there was supposed to be a key up here. I'm actually also surprised the guys that are asleep are still asleep, because last time, I think they woke up really quickly when I played this. Oh, you're awake and you're probably not supposed to be, because you're standing on the... Wow, alright, I'm just gonna stand behind here, where you can't get me.
Which shadow veils thee?
None of them and all of them. Of course. Go to sleep. Alright, cool. Now that we've taken care of Gramps over here, just gonna put him back to bed. Nice and easy. There he goes. Perfect. Alright, so nobody has the key I'm looking for, apparently, to the locker downstairs, which is something that I need because there is just not enough loot in this map to not get that. I can words today.
What dragon? Shadow move. Was nothing then. The drums in mine ears do overly strong.
Do you have a key? No, you just have a purse.
No noise now, Builder be blessed.
You also have a purse. Maybe that was why I needed to come up here, because I still only have 500 loot. Okay, I was gonna say, am I gonna fall down this ladder? And I'm kind of getting a little bit stuck. Come on, Garrett, stop eating so many Berg legs. Alright, this key must be somewhere. You didn't have a key, I actually picked you up. You had a purse that I picked up. Let me think about that. I know it's around here somewhere. Maybe one of these guys had the key. Secretly. Kind of honestly afraid to actually... Maybe if I just try the same key again? That didn't seem logical, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, it is the same key. I'm not very smart. Thank you. Now my loot's done. Now, to hide back in here conveniently, even though I've knocked out the captain of the ship. Probably wasn't supposed to do that, but nobody told me I couldn't, so I did. Hello. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Oh, okay. Nope. There we go. Alrighty, so yeah, short, simple, sweet, little mission. They're all very short in this contest because they're limited to 64 cubes. If you don't know what that means, in Dromed, the unit of measurement is just like a unit. I'm not really sure how I can adequately describe it. Basically, in any video game where you're building buildings, one of the things that you'll run into is you need to measure things properly. So everything is sort of these nebulous units, and it's based on whatever engine it is you're using. So in Dromed, you can actually change the scale of a map via a specific setting, and you can even put different things on different scales. So to say 1 unit and 64 cubed, I think they're just saying that in the Thief editor, with the default measurement of, I think, 16, might be 14, I don't remember which, you can't go larger than 64 by 64 by 64, so that apparently equates to 262,144 cubic units. So it is quite small. However, let's talk about this airship, because really interesting thing about it, of course, is that it is a very small thing, and it seems like it has a good use of space, but the main part and bulk of this airship is these sides here. That's the 45-degree angle connection that I was talking about. It's very interesting to look at. It's that tube right there, basically. Hello, let's not die. Thanks, too late. Okay, cool. There was a kill thing down there. Anyway, that's the connection to those sides, I suppose. Am I going insane right now? Yeah, I'm going insane. I'm not holding down any buttons. I screwed up and pressed something I shouldn't have. Alright. Anyway, one of the things that was interesting to me was just the use of space with the 45-degree angles, but honestly, this whole thing is just sort of a waste of space. It's an interesting aesthetic, but the simple fact is that the actual box that they were allowed to use extends probably from a little bit farther than this corner up here to, you know, all the way back there, and it just seems like a real huge waste of space, especially in this balloon, because although the balloon was necessary, you see they actually had to put stuff in there for it to be interesting. Otherwise, you know, on a normal, actual airship type thing, it would just be empty, because that would be containing the gas. So, yeah, unfortunately, as part of the contest rules, they couldn't just leave that out of the area and make the airship bigger. It had to be part of the available space for use. So, interesting concept. Limitations kind of made it not so great. A little bit too small, in my opinion. So, on to the scores. The scores of this, in actuality, are based on several different categories: unique, design, gameplay, and best. This differs from the original contest. The original contest was slightly different. I think it had an extra category or something like that. This one didn't list out what the criteria for these things were for the judges. Alright, so the build time was from July 15th, 2001 to September 15th, 2001, at which point all contest missions were released at once for the forum users to judge. Voting on those missions finished on October 20th, 2001. Interestingly enough, this also happened at the same time the forums were migrating. It was kind of weird because it got pushed back a little bit, but it was supposed to take place on September 1st or August 31st, something like that. And it ended up getting pushed past September 24th or something like that. So for this mission in particular, on the different categories, I'll reveal the author, who was Dave Angel. And he received, in the unique score, 23, design 34, gameplay 11, and best 28. So to explain these scores, unique just is how many people decided it was a unique concept. Design had to do with how well it was designed, and gameplay was how well it functioned. So the best one was just, do you think this is the best mission? Cast a vote for it. So all scores are out of 100 in this case. It's just based on percentages, I think, because there were definitely not 100 people voting at the time. But using those aggregate scores, they ended up with a final score. The final score for the airship is 96, and it received second place. So congrats to Dave Angel on a unique and well-designed mission, because it's actually received the highest design score, which is kind of fascinating. Okay, so with that in mind, I will see you guys next time.